is done. We are live. Mary should be here soon. I think she messaged. Okay. So, double checking on Mary before we officially. All right. So, Mary will be joining us.
I put a jalapeno in my stew and it's very hot. I'm dying.
Oh, you're fine.
I put bok choy in my ramen. It's delicious.
I love bok choy.
I think I have a spinach intolerance, and so I need to switch vegetables. And so this is my first time buying one, and it's delicious.
Oh, it's delicious. They are good.
They're
I mean,
good.
if you have to replace spinach, that's a good one because it is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, everybody, it's the Big Gay Dice Game. We are currently down a Mary. She will be joining us. She is just late getting on, which just means she may be the last one because we are going to be compressing a lot of time for many of you, as after last week or last issue, things went very bad. Terribly bad. Kind of, the heroes failed. It happens. A city is gone. One of the biggest cities. Like, something called Nova City has major tech locations. It's just gone. It's been designated a contamination zone currently, given they're not sure, like, government scientists are being sent in to check, like, the readings of what this radiation was that happened and everything, trying to more confirm everything that happened. In this time, at the end, last issue, Bert did sadly pass, partially because Megan will not be on the show for quite a while. But even more because that's a casting thing. While it's sad to all of us and we all love Bert, what's even sadder is the loss of Penn, who got everyone on the plane to get out, only till after revealing they were never on the plane. In a city that essentially went nuclear. There is no... And then they showed up a week later. Yes, there probably is not, and the body was found because it's a city that went nuclear. Some things can't be expected. With all of these losses, Perry discovering their origins, finding out who their mother truly is, left while unpacking the jet in Second City, just walked away when no one was looking. No goodbyes from Perry. Dick move. Nova, Showstopper, having struggled with addiction to the super drug, as well as their own mistakes, insecurities, handling the loss of team leader and the spiral that ensued around that.
Spiral's such a harsh word. It's true, but it's a harsh word.
Harsh facts. Left as well. Stepped away from heroics, stepped away from the spotlight. However, not away from everyone. Wiz and Conduit both stayed in the game, so to speak. not much of a team left for Conduit to manage, and with Mother gone, of course, the assumed situation is that the explosion destroyed the supercomputer, not what actually was going on. Meaning legal processes will be made for alternatives or finding other ways for funding to try and rebuild this hero initiative. Now, Wiz, you're still in heroics. Are you still working with Conduit? Since Mary's not here, I can really only ask you right now.
I think I again don't want to speak for Conduit. I think last we talked, she was kind of doing some vigilanteing. So as much working with me as she would like, yes, I am attempting. Okay. I feel like Wiz has probably taken on a bit more of a I guess I have to make decisions now role whenever Conduit is not there.
Now, on the public facing side of things, no one officially that are still alive knows about Ziva. Knows that Ziva getting hit with some blast gave her powers and that the powers caused the radiation. No one knows too much about the blasts that caused the chain reactions in the city that all of you caused. As far as everyone knows, you just didn't do enough to something that was happening to the city, not directly did a few things that made it actually worse. We're mostly talking about Conduit in that one, though, who isn't here. But there's also the fact that Wiz is the daughter of America's hero, Homeland Runner. So any info that may have been found to put all of you at fault is also getting buried. This still doesn't mean that people aren't angry, that people aren't upset. This wasn't one hero that failed. This was a team of 6 heroes that couldn't save a city, as far as news outlets and stuff will be playing it. This is lots of animosity. There are anti-hero movements, and there have been ones that crop up from time to time when a fight with I am blanking on Penn. Is it Parallax? I'm blanking on Penn's mother's name.
Verona Parallax.
Parallax. All right. So it is a Green Lantern villain. Awesome. That helps. But there have been issues of collateral damage, typically Homeland Runner and Parallax fighting, that kind of stuff. And people will be upset. But there has not been an entire metropolitan city leveled before. And also, while heroes are here in case a villain were to arise again, no one knows of a villain. There is no name. There is no this is who did it. There is no monologue for people to point the blame at. So that makes people scared and even more worried. I'm assuming Mary's still setting up because her cam is off. But after 6 months of investigations, Wiz, you're probably the first one that's going to be informed of this, which means we will open on your family farm where you and your friend Showstopper, now I think you're mostly going by Rhea again, correct?
Well, in the farm, yeah.
Yeah. Is there with you when Homeland shows up. He informs you a few big things and some worrying things. The first is Congress is going to be pushing for anyone who wants to openly use powers in a defensive capability has to be licensed and has to be gone through what they are calling the proper channels, essentially being regulated. The more worrying news is one he is coming to tell you because he is worried about you and kind of says this is a new level of stuff. A lot of the readings from Nova City have come in and we don't know how, but the energy signatures from that explosion are the same as Parallax. So we don't know if Parallax is back, if whatever people Parallax came from are coming.
As insight, what's the version of that? Does he look really like legitimately like, I had no clue Parallax was still, tied up in a basement somewhere?
So that is Pierce the Mask.
Okay.
That is an option and it is mundane.
Okay. I'm mundane at mundane, so we should cool. That's an 11. 551.
All right. So you get 3 questions.
Okay. You said it was Pierce the Mask?
Pierce the Mask, yes.
There's so many moves in here. This situation. Provoke someone. Oh my
I was
goodness.
going to say, don't worry too much about the specific questions.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just I want to know first and foremost if that concern is a given, but if like the oh no, Parallax is back is really like a new thing to him, or if there's concern there.
There's very much concern there. Because he definitely thought Parallax was gone and taken care of. That doesn't necessarily mean actually dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
There it is.
Yes, because again, it was supposed to be Homeland Runner who killed Parallax.
Yeah. That's what I'm like. Did he know that he didn't really kill her or not? At this point, fuck it.
But
well, I think I
and stuff,
want...
yeah, the concern's very real. And he was not expecting Parallax to ever return.
And then I guess just for the second question, just because I get it, what do you want me to do? Because it's there.
He wants you to enlist, to officially like be the face of this, like Sokovia Accords, like be the official heroes, set the example. And you do get one more. It is 3 questions.
Oh, it's 3.
Yeah. You get 1 on a 7 to 9 or 3 on a 10 plus.
I think I want to know, and I don't know, a nice little 4-word way to ask this question like these are, of kind of what the implications are of joining in comparison to like, before we were working for Archer. Now we're going to be working for this. Like, are there any other additional implications to that? We're already under the wire. We're already in the public view,
So, compared to working for Archer, no. Compared to the narrow time when Archer was dead and you all actually got to do what you wanted, yes. But also in that time, you discovered how many things Archer actually was doing to have all of you who you were. Now replace Tony Stark with the U.S. military.
Yeah.
So still bad.
Yeah. So still bad.
Is it worse? This is hard to determine. Probably.
Still real bad.
Like, probably they most definitely do more terrible things and probably some worse things. However, there were some horrible things. Are all of those directly tied to you? Well, they're spread very thin, and it's not necessarily that they're tied to you, but you are aligned with those people. Yeah. But it's also your country's government, and it's who your father works for.
Yeah. Yeah, with all this. So just to get my head wrapped around it right, you're saying if we want to do a super thing together again in that capacity, the way out is work for the military?
If this law gets passed, yes. Everyone has the right to bear arms. Not everyone has the right to be a nuke.
I mean, I can use I don't fucking even know if it'll work, but I can try to help stop it from going through. It has to be voted in, yeah. So we have a say. The world, the country has a say.
Is going to be kind of confused by this. Again, he's literally named Homeland Runner and is on pro-government. So saying that around, and they'll just, no, this is a good thing. We saw what happened in Nova City.
But what if they determine that your child is too powerful?
Then we'll teach them.
Are you sure it's teaching and not something much worse? Because
of course, this is America. We're not one of those other countries.
Just the biggest eye roll. But it's so fast.
He's also Homestar Runner. He's not bright.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. They'll. I'm sure they'll.
And this wasn't him like getting angry or anything. He's like
no.
Kind of noticeably confused.
Like,
he is so brainwashed. He can't comprehend a lot of these ideas of like, but no, we're in America. You're fine. It's America.
Can I use my logical angle and try?
Good luck.
It's like comfort or support someone by rationally pointing out their mistakes.
He's got a super hard,
yes, because if you get a 10+, you can add to the team pool.
Sweet. I'm gonna do that.
Anything lower than that won't matter much because it's clearing 13, conditions.
So add to that team pool, baby. Actually, according to historical proof, and these are all going to be bullshit facts that Nikki's pulling out of her ass, but pretend they're real and logical. Multiple attempts with the American government to do things like this related to power of any sort, not just superpowers, but general powers, have turned out to become terrible situations where people were locked up for lifetimes or put on death row and killed because they were deemed too dangerous.
Nikki, I'm sorry, you said you were going to say bullshit.
I don't know true facts, so
you're on it.
You're on track.
You're right on there.
But yeah, it's like my fear is they deem one of our powers too strong because they don't understand it, or because we have a bad day, which all of us have bad days. All of us. And she like even looks at him pointedly. But they see that one bad day and deem you're no longer allowed to use your powers. I don't think it's going to be a teaching lesson. I think it's going to be a prison sentence.
Part of me really just wants Homeland Runner to like put his hand on her shoulder and just be like, oh, Rad, don't worry. You can't truly have a bad day in America.
Smack.
I just like link arms. I'm like
it's very obvious. This is not going to change his mind. It's not an animosity thing. Just
I don't think it would. I just wanted to like state her opinion in an intellectual way.
He's like flipping into PSA voice.
I see this. I know the like Reaganomics speech we're about to get, and so I just like push Homestar Runner away with me, and I'll just be like, I think we'll probably just have we'll see if we can find everybody and figure out what exactly we're doing before. Hold on, and it's just scoot him away. And I want to maybe use one of my moves to get a truthful answer.
I
on
just
something.
realized where our timelines diverged. And instead of trying
Reagan still was there.
instead of the Star Wars project from Reagan, he developed a super soldier program that created Homeland Runner. That is the historical divergence.
That's where we are. Oh,
Which,
Lord.
to be fair, it is more likely to be successful than Star Wars ever was going to be. So,
but I have my words of the past where I can ask them a question about a problem we're facing.
okay, yeah.
And he has to answer truthfully and give me advice. It could give me a +1 if I listen to it, or I mark potential if I go my own way, which knowing him will probably be potential. But maybe it's just something real cute, like we go sit on the back of the tailbed of the truck, somewhere we would have our little like father-daughter talks. I'm just like, so a lot of stuff's been going on since the blast and things, and before that with Asha dying, and just so much going on. And I know that before the Supers program, you and Archer were very close and everything going on there, but this blast being like parallax, and did you know she was still alive?
Well, if you're becoming official, I guess it's time to know. Yes. There's a lot of complicated things when it comes to mine and Parallax's relationship, but no, someone like that we couldn't let someone like that die, no matter what their intentions were.
I seem to disagree. I mean, I no arguing the things she did were quite awful. I mean, she was the definition of a supervillain, but was keeping her alive, and whatever it was Archer was doing, humane. How can you
I know
agree with that?
her powers were neutralized and she was being kept in prison. She may have broken out. But if the population knew we let someone like that live, there would be riots.
What was going through y'all's heads that you thought keeping her alive was a good idea? I get it. Magical powers, whatever, but
now I'll note he has not said anything about her being mother, about her being tied into the computers or anything.
That directly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk him into a little bit more without outwardly saying it.
It's okay. Seeing chat. It's okay, Ashton. You are correct in that. Now Taylor's like, I need to see this.
I was about the relationship because I saw the faces. Yeah. Okay. Did you see the prison that she was in?
No. It was Black Book. Need to know only.
And I'm guessing you didn't need to know what they were doing with her magic, her abilities.
Containing them. That's what we were told.
Oh, sweet child.
Now,
All right.
with this, we are going to shift our camera because we've been on the farm for a while and we're going to need to come back for Showstopper anyways soon. But someone either is just returning to Second City or has been here unknown to anyone else. What is Perry doing about 6 months later?
Perry has been embracing the aspect of humanity and has moved in with Norm. And
That's amazing.
she's going
So
to...
this is my life as a teenage robot. This
Yes,
you
exactly
just
it
did my
is.
life as a teenage robot.
Yeah,
I
it
know. If you're gonna call me out, I'm gonna call you out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She gets to go to Best Buy all the time. It's great. She loves it.
So we're gonna call the place Norm's living in a bungalow. There's many ways apartment. But at Norm's bungalow, while you're there, Norm will probably... No, we haven't had a good scene for Norm, so Norm will be there. Norm probably has also very much latched onto you, given the information Norm has in regards to Penn. So Norm's there. We're gonna have Norm's pulling some bagel bites out of the oven.
Ooh. I can't eat those, but I'm sure they would be delicious.
When there's a knock at the door.
I look to Norm because I don't know if this is one of those situations where it's a Jehovah's Witness and we need to hide.
Even if it is, we can give them a bagel bite.
You're so kind, and I'm learning so much from you.
I actually kind of want to know what happens if a Jehovah's Witness comes to my door and I'm just like, no, thank you, but here you go, and just give them each a bagel bite and how they would respond.
We'd all be confused.
But yeah, so you're going to go get the door.
Yeah, I'll get the door.
There are two men in black suits with sunglasses.
I close the door. I close the door immediately.
Okay. So we're going to need a roll then. I'm going to need you to roll plus danger.
Okay. Do I still have conditions?
No. It's been 6
Okay,
months.
cool.
You're good.
Cool. Woo! Okay, great. I don't know why I asked. That's a 5.
Okay. So I need you to roll another 2d6. You don't have any pluses to it. It's just a flat 2d6.
Okay. Sorry, I just realized that I switched out my dice for not my lucky dice. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Oh, see, immediately she rolled a 6. Thank you very much. What am I rolling again?
2d6.
Oh, just flat?
Yeah.
Oh, 9.
Okay. So, do you want to give ground or take 2 conditions? Because when you go to slam the door shut, a boot kicks the door back open. Since you failed
Yeah.
on that initial, they're each holding these kind of high-tech looking stun guns. One is fired at you and the other gets fired at Norm. Norm is hit.
No! Oh no!
They were going to peacefully talk and inform you of some things. However,
I
now
didn't
they think
wanna hear
you're
it.
now they think you're aware and a fugitive. So
Guys, Bobby hates dads.
I can't believe
we don't need to
this.
get into that.
What do you want?
Well, no, which are you doing? Are you giving them ground or are you taking two conditions? First, you need to take this choice.
Okay, when you say give them ground,
You give
They've already
ground,
shot Norm.
your opposition gets an opportunity.
they've
And
already shot Norm.
That's separate because you failed on engaging the threat.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. So I'll just give them all the ground they want.
Okay.
Norm's out.
Then that means as they're saying this, and so you said they fired, you're gonna like deflect it or in some
I'll
way.
just teleport behind them.
Okay. Well, behind one of them. Because the
Okay.
other has already darted and is pulling Norm up off the ground, which means he actually has Norm in his hands.
Okay, absolutely not. I'm not dealing
Well,
with
that's yeah, you got ground.
this. Yes, I'm
but
aware, but
the
I'm
one
not dealing
spins
with
around.
this.
All property of Mr. Archer is being seized by the U.S. government. You are said property.
Hold on. Let me see one thing.
We were coming to take you peacefully. However, you're posing a threat. We do not have time to engage. Continue to be a fugitive, and the man who is aiding and abetting you will be charged as such.
So I rolled burn. So I'm gonna use 1 to seize any one object up to the size of a person. So I'm gonna seize Norm. And I'm gonna go ahead and teleport out of there with I'm gonna do my last 2 1 burn or no. Spend a second burn to move to any place you previously sleep in. And I think we're just gonna go to the back office in Best Buy and I'm just gonna sit there.
Which that's going to be funny. However, what they were informing you, this means they will probably be putting a warrant out for Norm.
Oh, I know. But Best
Thank
Buy was
you,
just the first thing I
for
thought
making
about.
me do this. I really wanted to do that to Norm. No. Okay. With all of that, Rachel, is there any reason that Iggy would be in Best Buy? It is a place to get quality electronics at an affordable price.
Yeah. I think she's standing over by like where you get the ink refills for printers. Because she needs them.
So you teleport into the back room of Best Buy. And it's going to be like, some stock boy's going to be very confused as he's coming through and the door's flapping. And Perry, your head's probably on a swivel. Like, you're in protect Norm mode. Norm got tased. Like, Norm got knocked out. Because he also got, like, comic book tased, where it just, like, hits you and you just, like, black out.
Yeah.
But as the
I do
door
double check, I want to make sure he's alive. I assume he is.
They were not killing him. They were just detaining. But as the door's swinging, you see out into the aisle, which is like the printer ink cartridges, which is going to be very funny as the robot girl sees a robot girl.
What the fuck?
And Iggy, why don't you describe how you look?
Yeah. So Iggy Tober is a robot. Like, I think definitely like kind of android with I didn't think of what she looked like.
Is it
Perry
like
looks
chunky?
like my
Is
life
it
as teenage
sleek?
robot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Okay.
I always had Perry kind of looking like my life as a teenage robot in my
Yeah.
head.
I think
me too.
Iggy, on the scale of sitcom robots, probably is closer to a bender. So like kind of like a big can for a body, and then like a head that has like pigtails made out of like what's the like
cable.
no, like the satellite dishes.
Oh.
And then has like big kind of goofy looking arms, but has a bunch of like kind of looks like retractable wings, but instead of wings, it's like Doc Ock tentacles, like big kind of like.
I'm not gonna lie.
Standing in the middle of Best Buy.
Yeah, comparing options for printer cartridges, because that's I think sometimes how Iggy communicates is just printing out, like it's printing out dialogue.
I'm not gonna lie. Also, when you said like bender, this is what popped in my head.
Oh no. Oh no. It's not wholly far away.
Sorry, I just saw it.
And I think despite, I was gonna say, and kind of weirdly, but she looks pretty weird. You do like see that while she was comparing printer cartridges, she was also like looking at the back room before you guys got there. So you make eye contact with her.
Okay.
Do you think slow down? Does music play? You're seeing another lady
I
robot.
think it's like just kind of a shocked moment of like, and then I think she very obviously just like turns fully 180 away.
It's like when a dog sees their reflection.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna make sure Norm's like not gonna like choke on his own vomit or something. I don't know. And I'm just gonna like walk on out there pretty slowly, like, you know, just looking around, minding my own business as well.
Iggy comes up behind you and taps you on the shoulder. Somehow she has ended up behind you.
Okay, well,
Hello.
What is happening?
Is the Best Buy employee all right?
How did you know the Best Buy employee was in a bad situation?
Well, you suddenly appeared.
I did. You're right. You know what? That's fair.
Televisions. There is a warrant out for his arrest.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It comes up on all the TVs. Yes. Okay. I'm going to make that canon.
Oh, fuck.
Breaking news. Individual with suspected ties to Ninova City bombing missing.
Okay. The cops probably know where he works. Well, I've never met anyone else who is not human.
Ah, you hang out with those of the flesh.
You hang out with those of not flesh?
Well, yes, I like my brothers of steel. I haven't played Fallout, but that phrase was in my head.
Is there like a convention that you go to? I was unaware of this.
Oh, you do not know about the robot convention. Pull out a
Oh my gosh, I'm only 3.
You little baby.
Oh my goodness. I'm getting a lot of emotions right now.
I am 4.5.
Oh, you're so old.
I know. Haha. I am an ancient decrepit. Haha.
I would very much love to continue this conversation because I feel like there's a strong bond between the two of us. But I do need to get this Best Buy employee out of Best Buy because I think that the people do know that he is a Best Buy employee.
Agreed. We should get this Best Buy employee somewhere safe.
Sure. I don't actually know anywhere safe though, because everywhere that I go, he would go too. We are regulars at this block. We don't really leave this area.
Do you have any, I don't know, friends who might be able to help you?
I mean,
definitely don't know who you are. You're not famous.
can I doubt I can.
Yeah, you get to roll something.
No. I just want to, can I read her mind? I'm not looking for anything specific. I just want to know if I can.
You could try to, yes.
Oh my god.
I usually don't need a roll for that, but should I roll for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll plus mundane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Or plus
great.
freak. Or plus freak, because it is your power.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do freak. Full snake eyes.
Oh.
So
What are you currently thinking, Perry?
I'm thinking I'm thinking that this is really weird, and honestly, I'm worried that I either am getting attached too fast to this person / robot that I just met, because I'm feeling very connected to them. And also I'm feeling extremely worried because I know nothing about them or where they're from, and I feel like they could betray me at any moment.
So you're next to a wall of TVs, and you can interface with electronics.
Yeah.
So rather than reading her thoughts, you projected yours out. As all the TVs began saying this, which also makes like everybody in the store looking around, and the two robots in the back that apparently are screwing with the TV, then you see from across the way a manager like picking up a phone and beginning to dial.
We should go.
All right. I am immediately gonna contact, probably Wiz.
Okay. So we are going to cut to not Wiz. We're cutting to Nora. So Nora, you also weren't here for the very beginning of all this.
It's Weird Web?
Oh, why did I call you Nora? Well, I know why I called
Okay,
you Nora.
I'm just giving you shit.
But
I didn't even realize that. Oh my god.
We're going to cut to Conduit. So Conduit, you weren't here for the first part of this, but essentially with the city being destroyed and everything, the issues with the trust from the Archer Foundation for the superhero initiatives was in all kinds of legal limbo, because people don't know about the parallax thing. As far as they know, the city got flattened and it destroyed the computer, which means they're having to like rework stuff. However, with all of that and everything that happened, and the military and everybody does know more about your involvement. However, they probably don't know you actively like set off a chain reaction that really fucked the city. And by you, I literally mean you. But with all of that, they are essentially, one of the big things is Congress is trying to, I'm blanking on the word right now, but control supers. I've said it multiple times at the beginning of this. Regulate. There we go. Congress is trying to regulate supers and all of that. And part of what they're trying to do with that is they are also trying to seize a lot of Archer's assets because of how much of his stuff was tied up in essentially secret government projects that they were part of and everything. And them getting destroyed, the liabilities, all of that. Essentially, they also partially funded the Supers project that created all of you. So with Mother not here and all the legal stuff that Mother would have been controlling, they're trying to take over the control, especially while trying to pass that all supers need to be registered and all of that stuff. So it's been 6 months. A lot of the red tape's been moved around and handled. However, for things to go more swiftly, I do know you were kind of part-time doing vigilante stuff with Hoodlum, which brings into a point where you're kind of talking with this lawyer that represents the Archer estate, is where we're going to come in. As they inform you, we can get this back up and running now, but there's going to be some stipulations.
What stipulations?
Well, the feds are worried about the Nova City situation and everything. They're wanting this to essentially be a cooperation with the military. They want to have some say.
Okay. What other options do we have?
Well, we can keep fighting it. And if they don't get these registration laws passed, we stand some ground in eventually unfreezing the assets. But if the registration laws get passed, it's not going to matter anyways. Like, the entire use of this fund would have to go towards registered heroes. So at least if you sign on now and you try and get whoever you can with this, maybe you can get some of the other ones who made it out, any of that, it'll at least show good faith that you're willing to play ball. If you want to keep doing this, it might be better for you to be agreeable now when they don't hold all the cards before they do.
Is there any other loopholes of how things were written to support heroes that were quote unquote quitting?
Are you talking about some kind of retirement or
Mm-hmm.
pension package? There was a situation for retirement and voluntary leaving of the group, especially due to tragedy. Actually being a team leader, you had special pieces written into that, as team leaders can step down. So there is some. It's not much, but it would also, in doing that, you're stepping down from heroics. If you were to step away due to an inability to do this and take the pension and then get caught doing it, there could be fraud charges.
Can I read like I kind of want to see angles, like me as conduit could be liable, but if I'm not conduit anymore.
Gotcha. Reading through all that, I'm not even going to have you make a roll. The thing is that is all legal stuff through Archer Industries and through the program. The program knows your identity. While you are operating as conduit, you would still be liable. Unless you could in some way prove that you had to stop operating as conduit specifically. Which, again, they would still probably pull up charges against you. You'd have to take it to court. And you're dealing with a company that wants their money versus a person getting a pension. You would not be able to outspend them in court. Which currently, even with the Archer Trust, since you can't touch the trust money, is already becoming a bit of an issue of the government's freezing the assets. So there's not really anything to pay legal fees right now to continue fighting them. Because our judicial system actually functions off who has the most money.
I'm not working for the government.
Okay. We can set retirement. I know there
I'm
are.
not setting retirement either.
Okay. You're going to keep fighting for it. I understand.
No, I'm not going to keep fighting this law case. We can have Archer Industries. Sure, they shot us up with juice. That doesn't make hero.
Okay. I will make sure, given the death of Mr. Archer, the intellectual property rights to your brands are currently up in the air.
I'll create a new brand.
Yeah. Okay. I also assume the lawyer. Does the lawyer know who you actually like? Is the lawyer talking to Lavender or Conduit?
Conduit.
Okay.
Not Lavender.
So, all right. I know your privacy is very important to you. It was in all the briefs. So that is fine. I will inform the higher ups that you will no longer be working with the Hero Initiative. And they will be moving forward. I do know they have their eye on someone they want to say marketable for the current situation.
Good.
So
they deserve it.
Okay. Also, I will refer to you as Conduit in this meeting, even if you're giving up. I would also like to remind you officially as a lawyer that vigilantism is illegal in most states. So I hope you finding another way is getting a nursing degree or something of that sort. But I do wish you the best. All Archer property will be reclaimed by the end of the month if you are leaving the program. This includes your suit, communicators, all tech that survived. Obviously, they're not letting you keep the jet. But I hope things work out for you. I understand we all have principles.
Yep. All right. I'll get that all sent out.
All right. With that, we are cutting back to the farm.
I was gonna say one thing.
Yeah. Sure.
As I'm leaving, I'm gonna message Rob. I'm just say I need a date night.
Okay. We have a new Ezra.
I fully just made a face because it was a straight relationship in my brain for half a second. I was like, ew, gross.
Reasonable.
Ew, they don't match.
For half a second, I was like,
valid.
ew.
Look, if one of them is queer, it's not a straight relationship.
You're right.
It's just a straight passing relationship.
Yeah, and somehow Robin Hood makes it straight again, despite it being straight passing.
So we cut back to the farm. Only now we are at Showstopper. I assume you're creating content because that's kind of your thing. But
it is, yeah. Today she is upgrading the chicken coop because they got like 18 more chickens that are hatching, and they needed to make it bigger.
Question is, are your chickens able to lay eggs?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how they had 18 chicks.
All right. So as you're doing this,
It's like a tutorial, by the way, TikTok.
yeah.
Very like handy ma'am style.
Yes.
Though she does not know what the fuck she's doing, so she like researches the fuck out of it. It's like, okay, this is what I learned. I could be doing it wrong, but it's okay. We're not looking for perfection. We're just looking for it to work and making it look pretty. Because
Are
looks
you-
nice too. Still.
Are you like fully in like a farmer's like the typical like?
Oh no, she's like a goth farmer. Look,
Oh,
All black overalls, all black plaid.
she still looks glam, kind of with black, but like has black glittery overalls.
Incredible.
Because I miss goth and Karen's not goth anymore, and I need someone to be goth.
So speaking of black, as you're outside, you'll see it. Actually a pair of black vehicles pull up to the farm with like flags on the front vehicle.
I'm okay. So I think that there is a way for other than like the obviously phones, because they'll see her pull out her phone. I think there's a way for Rhea to use a little bit of electromagnetic ability to make something metal shake wherever she knows that Wiz is.
Within like a reasonable range, sure.
Right, like somewhere on the farm,
Yeah.
I'm assuming. And it's just like a little bell or something, like something
Yeah.
tiny that'll just like make a little ding to notify that like, hey, something's up. But she will just keep doing what she's doing and finish up what she's saying and then say, and you gotta come back for part 2, obviously, to see the finished product. You're gonna love it. And then like pause the video and just keep working while she waits for them to stop.
So
Not really acknowledging their presence.
getting out, the front car's going to stop. A couple fairly big, broad guys in suits are going to get out, go to the second car, where a man in this like dark blue suit with a red tie and like a flag pin and just coiffed hair, youngish guy for a politician, like probably in his mid to late 30s.
Do I recognize him?
You do keep up with a lot of things, so you would recognize him as Senator Stevens.
Is he a good senator or a bad senator? Like on a scale of Ron DeSantis to anybody else? No, I'm kidding.
I mean,
I'm not kidding about Ron DeSantis being on the bottom, but that's not the point.
yeah.
Bottom.
I was gonna say, I mean, I made his look very Ron DeSantis, but he has not said the best things about supers and what has happened with Nova. He's been kind of one of the people to the front of getting supers regulated and registered.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's not Senator Kelly from X-Men, just like, I am a full bigot 24/7 to supers yet.
You said
No,
Senator.
but think of
what?
the children.
Senator Stevens. Okay. Oh, Senator Stevens, what brings you to the lovely farm today?
Oh.
Did you want chicken eggs? Did you want some fresh chicken eggs? They just have, they're like brand new, fresh, delicious.
I actually am looking for. Double check. I'm looking for Miss Warren, Clementine Warren. I need to speak with her about some national business.
I am hovering out of sight since Rhea did like buzz something, but I'm just like waiting to see what Rhea does.
I don't know where Miss Warren is right now. I've just been working on the chicken coop.
As you're saying that, also coming out of like the farmhouse is Homeland Runner.
Gross.
In like jeans and a big flannel shirt. But again, he has tiny legs and a huge torso.
Oh, this is Captain America chopping wood, isn't it?
Kinda.
Woo! All right.
But again, like Homeland Runner has a Hulk-sized upper torso and normal human legs. He is almost cartoony in his proportions.
I said what I said.
I know. But he goes, Rhea, hi. Oh, I saw you were greeting Senator Stevens. Senator Stevens, great to see you. Are you here for me or my protege?
Clementine.
Wonderful. She's inside. Come in, Senator.
I follow.
So as they're coming
pacing.
in, your dad's just like, Clementine, someone's here to see you.
Oh, what a surprise. I didn't hear anyone drive up. I have like cornbread muffins.
Yeah, just delightful. I am here on several meetings, but I would like to offer you a position, Miss Warren.
Rhea like just jumps up on the counter, grabs a cornbread muffin, and just is like watching this like she's eating popcorn, but it's cornbread.
I know you and I believe your friend and several others were part of a hero initiative created by Mr. Archer. Several things that happened there. However, given several situations and what are currently conspiring, the U.S. military is partnering with your old foundation. And given the current climate towards supers, we thought we may want a more, and looks over at Homeland Runner, traditional face for this. So we would like to offer you to be the leader of the new generation of the Hero Initiative.
What happened to Conduit?
Yeah.
She decided to step down.
Pulls out phone, messages Conduit. Probably doesn't work because they got her phone taken away. That was Conduit's.
Yeah, it wouldn't go to like Conduit's phone. She decided to leave the program. We did everything we could to accommodate her and staying on, but she made her choice and we respect it.
Bites her tongue and does not say, I doubt that, but Clementine knows that she's about to say, I doubt that.
Clementine's also about to say, I doubt that, and then stops.
And like next to you, your dad, like you feel a hand. Look, he's like, this is the opportunity you've been waiting for, Clem.
Think as I just like pat my hand like on my shoulder. I think this might be the opportunity you've been waiting for, if we're gonna be honest. This is a big opportunity, and one that I am very grateful that you thought of me for.
Well, I'll be completely honest. Many of the higher ups thought an established hero should be more in the leadership position. But
many of the higher ups, not you, or
that is not meant to be any kind of insult or slight. Miss Warren, more we contacted and next to you, Homeland's just like, please, no, It's like we contacted your father and he actually suggested you would be perfect for the position.
That sounds.
I need popcorn. Great. Anybody else want popcorn? I just get up and start making popcorn.
Just so my head is just spinning from this wonderful opportunity. What exactly does this job entail fully?
Well, thank you for being willing to hear us out. It seemed as if you weren't too interested, but it wouldn't be too different than before you lost Mr. Archer as the head of the program and things went, shall we say, off the rails. You would be the team leader of whatever team you can form. We have some intel about other potential supers, as well as we've been working on reconnecting with former members of your team. So we are working on that, but you would be more or less the face of the group, given your media presence already.
Rhea snorts a little.
Just like daggers over for a second, like look back.
Sorry, popcorn oil in my face.
But other than that, you would be doing mostly what you were doing before, only instead of having to worry about some artificial intelligence figuring out what needs to be done in a city, or Archer, brilliant man, but as great as his resources were, they weren't
He was
on
a dick.
par with the Pentagon. You would be handling national security threats.
National.
We would keep you local at first, probably build up. Many people are talking about Second City. It's where where everything shifted afterwards.
Yeah.
Do that, build up some good press, let people know the American people can trust supers again. And
I mean to interrupt. I mean, I do mean to interrupt, but could you just did all the other superheroes, like the higher up superheroes, quote unquote, just decline this offer because it sounds
when
like
I
utter
said
bullshit?
the higher ups, I meant Congress. There
Well,
were before all of you, there were 3 heroes. Mr. Archer is dead. Homeland Runner declined. And well, technically, I'm trying to double check his name because we have not actually.
Mohammed Torres, I think. I don't remember what his superhero name is.
Mohammed Torres. And technically, the Phantasm is not a U.S. citizen. So.
Let's see. And you already talked to Conduit, who
He can't get a work visa?
yeah.
He can, but we can't put a non-citizen in charge of potentially our most powerful national security assets.
Oh, how dare the superhero who helped save America multiple times not be given an opportunity? But sorry.
He will still be consulted.
Oh, yes, consulted.
Yeah, and so you already went to Conduit, who said no.
Yes, Conduit was informed of the things that are changing. Anyways, with the legislation coming through, and she did not seem amiable towards registration, and that's whether or not this program is helmed by you. That is something that will be happening. So
you said that's going to be happening, it's already, because it hasn't gone to vote yet, the last I heard.
It hasn't gone to vote yet, but don't worry. More importantly, when she was informed, and we even offered her a generous pension if she chose to retire, she simply decided to walk away.
She didn't take a retirement package.
No.
No.
If you can coerce her into working under you, we will happily take her back. There is no bad blood. It was her decision fully.
Well, Mr. Stevens, was that his name?
Yes, Senator
She
Stevens.
would remember. I've just forgotten.
Senator Conrad Stevens. I'm now giving him the first name Conrad.
Senator Conrad
close to comrade. Yeah.
Stevens. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, Connor Stevens. It was Conrad, but he changed it because it was
little too on the
close.
nose there. All right. Well, Senator Stevens, I am humbled and other kind words about this offer that you have given me. Is this something that I can maybe think on? This is, quite a big step, starting a team and this whole career. It's not really what I was thinking would happen these last few months, and I think I need to get my head straight.
Of course, Miss Warren. It is not in a fully open offer. We will need to know rather soon, given information that has come to end. Homeland will just be like, I told her. And Stevens is just, she was not. Okay. Off the record,
About the daughter
because
heart-to-hearts, yeah.
you do not have the clearances for this. We are worried of an impending threat to the world and our nation. The attack on Nova City is bearing very similar markings to the former supervillain Parallax. And
man.
as powerful as your father is, as well as Phantasm, they were a trio to take down something of that threat, and we don't know if it's just one this time. So we need to begin mobilizing. I would like for us to handle this in a way that worked last time, and not the alternative methods the Pentagon suggests. So
what are those alternatives?
I am not at liberty to speak about those, Miss Warren. And even then, I would not wish to tell someone who is not prepared to hear it.
Well, I don't think you know what I'm not or am able to hear, but that's fine.
You know what they were willing to do to Nova City, Miss Warren.
You're not insinuating they do that to an entire country?
Not all of it at once, just where necessary.
Where all the supers are.
What a happy, convenient situation. Well, okay. Again, very thank you. Give as convincing of a smile as I can to him and dear old dad. I think I do want to think on this for a bit, with the full understanding that, imminent death. So I'm a speedy one though. I'll get right back to you.
We understand, Miss Warren. It's a lot to process, but you were a hero before. You still can be.
Yeah. Well, you all enjoy catching up with my dear old dad. Enjoy your muffins. Rhea, would you like to go on a walk with me? Clear my head, get the thoughts right. All right, wonderful. I'm also, because we had kind of talked about, it was kind of established that Wiz does know Conduit's other identity.
Wiz knows Conduit's identity, yes.
Yeah, I'm texting Lavender just like really quick, with quick fingers, and just be like, what the fuck, tell me what's going on, what the fuck.
Speaking of quick fingers, we cut back to Lavender.
How doesn't Clementine know she's a lesbian yet?
I know. It'll hit eventually.
Come on now.
Quick fingers.
But we will follow that for now. Of what are you and Rob up to? You and Hoodlum. Like, is a date an actual dinner date? Is this, again, a Nora Ezra situation? Or is a date you two off doing vigilante work?
It's probably us vigilanteing. and then probably having dinner, and then other stuff. He's probably starting to intermix into my little family zone where I'm even allowing him near my siblings.
So this is actually going to be very important when you get the text then. First of all, who are you if you're not Conduit?
You know how terrible I am.
I know, and I tried to use that as leverage on you, and you're like, no, I'll just walk away from
it.
it.
Government. No, I can't.
I fully support that.
Here, do you want a random name?
Well, I was thinking the channeler, because now I can
That's
do
beautiful.
big boomy shit, but or conductor. I don't know. I just looked up a bunch
Channel surfer.
Feedback, relay.
Ooh, wait, no, I might do relay because I feel like no, I know exactly what we're doing.
All right.
We're setting up a camera, and I just kind of get at a stool and I sit there, and I'm gonna say, and I'm in a different costume. It's more of like a homemade thing, but my face is covered.
Yeah, this is more of a early Spider-Man than a Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna say, hi. You've probably known me as Conduit. You've seen the heroics that me and my team were able to do. There's a lot out there that you guys don't know that you deserve to. The government's going to tell you that supers are terrifying and they need to be controlled. And in some ways, maybe that's true, but I didn't see the government there ferrying people out of Nova City. I saw them asking when they could bomb it. If you're out there, we can't let this spill happen. Because once they get in control of supers, what's next? What are they going to deem bad next that's different about us? This is the tip of the iceberg. Don't let them open these doors.
All right. I need you to roll plus superior.
Okay.
Can't believe you just dropped a starlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of did. Hold on, I'm getting my dice. I knotted my freaking bag like a dumbass. So we're just grabbing. Okay. Just okay. It's an 8. It's not a 10. It's an 8.
All right. So you get to pick one. You can get +1 forward on the next time you try to like do a speech or anything about this. You can gain a critical opportunity because of this speech. Or it would be they overreact, you gain influence over them. You're going to start gaining influence over the viewers.
I think I want influence right now.
Okay. So
I want to start getting heroes to feel like they can come to me. We can start.
So for your influence, put the people of Second City.
Okay.
And we are about 4 minutes early, but like we ain't doing anything in 4 minutes before that break. So we're going to go on break now. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Really good cliffhanger. Do we just want to do Disney trivia? Because this ain't happening.
How dare you? No, I want to play the game. I want to play the game.
We are here. We got this. Let's go.
You're a time traveling corpse?
I apparently.
That is awesome.
Now this one wasn't me.
It's not our fault. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He is so excited and is bouncing so much. Like, there's so much excited bouncing.
Obviously, everyone's into anarchy.
Yeah, you cannot be. He's so cool.
My world is crumbling around me.
Nice to meet you and explode with you.
I suppose that is nice, yes.
I might have better.
Fuck you. I knew we weren't going to get off scot-free from murdering someone.
Yeah.
Tear my seams apart for you. You tell me every little lie is true. Oh yeah. But I listen to the heartbeat on the floor. I feel loud every breath just like before. You can't take anymore. Where you gonna go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running from. All you wanna do is fight. Why don't you wanna make it right? You don't know what you're running from. We don't know what we're running from. I miss when we were teenage girls and our tomboy t-shirts. When life was good and the worn out sneakers. When we were fine about the complications. Those were the days in the tomboy
The information superhighway. The information superhighway. Newcom. Nice of you to join us.
When average teenager Arthur Padrone finds out he's the reincarnation of King Arthur of Camelot, he, Merlin, and Lancelot go on a road trip to find the other Knights of the Round Table before danger catches up to them in this comedy fiction podcast. Listen to Friday Night Fights wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness. I know we can do better. I'm not ready for darkness. If we promise to hold on and to never let go. I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness. Hey, 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 hey.
And we're back.
Nice.
Hey, welcome back to Big Gay Dice Game. I'm kind of tempted to actually split this week into 2 episodes just so the episode ends on Mary's monologue. Because, like, throwing that in the middle
good.
just doesn't feel fair. But we open on Iggy, our new robot, Perry, our familiar robot. I can't call you old.
It's true.
And
He is older.
No,
Okay.
Iggy is older.
And a fairly groggy Norm.
Poor Norm.
Here, let me, and I open up, Iggy opens up her belly. And it's like Bender when he makes beer. Of it's just hollow inside, so I can put Norm inside.
Like a suit of armor?
Yeah.
That is the
Iggy
coolest
is
thing.
big enough to fit a Norm.
Yeah.
I never even
I'm like a
considered
TARDIS.
this. I assumed that I could do that to someone as well, but I had never thought that I've never thought of it.
You have so much to learn.
I guess I do. And I thought I knew everything.
Okay.
And I mean everything.
So,
Little one, you have so much to learn.
You Russian now?
No. Definitely not.
Niet, I mean, no.
Yes. I mean, no.
Okay. So, Perry, you said you were going to call Wiz, correct?
Were we
Yes.
just going to Wiz?
Well, I
Or
at
did I
least
make that up?
I texted Wiz.
Okay, you texted Wiz. So
Yeah.
then we will, after having your little thing and seeing how things are going on there, we're going to cut to Wiz and Rhea after the discussion with the senator. And you'll be getting that text at some point in this scene.
Oh.
No, I think you would do fantastic, but your anxiety levels would be just through the fucking roof. If you were the face. Do they not take mental health into consideration with the government? Why am I asking that? That's a silly question.
Yeah, no, they definitely don't. I mean, like, I think I'd be a fine leader.
Yeah, 100%. You would be
But not for
fantastic.
like national security and having to deal with that jackass breathing down my neck.
My
He doesn't
concern
even
is
like us.
here's my concern. Like, their whole issue with the city is of this whole rule is that they don't trust supers, but now they want supers to take.
They want to control them. They don't want us out there running around willy-nilly is what it is. They know we exist, so they might as well put a fucking leash on us.
I hear you. Do you think I could talk him out of it?
How long do we have till this thing happens? I could do like a Legally Blonde thing. I can learn very fast. I'll just read up on a lot of laws. We can go start and doing, I don't know.
Are you going to become a lawyer?
Maybe. I haven't really thought about what I do because, you know, the super thing. I feel like I'd be a great lawyer.
You do have to confront people when you're a lawyer.
Maybe I'll be like a librarian or something.
I don't
At
know.
this point,
Lawyer will suit you.
Yes, I feel like I look at my
chirps.
phone and I see first the warrant for the arrest, like news headline, and then see a Perry text.
Rhea hasn't seen any of her texts because like she has so many messages she doesn't look at them.
What does Perry's text say?
It's like many messages. And it's just hello, and then another one. By the way, it's Ains Pasperios. ... You remember Perry? ... Archer, Perry Archer. and then another one.
We went to high school together.
We were 6 months ago. We were
buy
in
some leggings.
I have a great opportunity for you.
Hey, girly.
How would you like to be your own boss?
Oh, it's another MLM scams. Fuck it. No, Perry got hacked. Herbalife hacked Perry.
I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I think that I need your help.
Some money.
Can I borrow some money? I think that I need your help. Another message. I'm sorry, that was rude of me. How are you? Another message. Please help me. I am trying to make sure that Norm doesn't get arrested and I don't know what to do with him. I hope you're well. Sincerely, Perry.
It takes me about 20 minutes to read these. Then I'm like, huh. All right. It took me 20 minutes to read these. That's how many there were. For some reason, read the news alert. Perry, where are you? Respond back. Norm's got a warrant out for his arrest and Perry's in trouble, probably because of that.
Does Raya know who Norm is? Yes, she does.
Yes.
I think because we met at Norm's place originally.
We've also repeatedly met Norm during the fall of Nova City.
Look, it's been a bit. My brain is mush.
Every time you
Norm
tried to
6
get
months
locals
ago,
around, it was Norm.
How the hell would they? Why would they? What Norm? What would he do? He try to fix the lights? Is that illegal?
I feel like after the conversation we've just had, like I think maybe Wiz has put 2 and 2 together as they mentioned like getting all of like Archer's assets, and I'm like, I think they're trying to get Perry. Is the government after you? Where are you?
I'm just gonna send my exact location at Best Buy.
That is the worst place for them to be right now.
I panicked.
Little one, we should maybe go to them and not here, for this is where tap Cervelli. This is where Norman works.
Oh, what's going on? I have to pee.
Oh no! Could I like? We haven't like fully fleshed out my family and stuff. Can I say like my mom's parents are still alive and like living up here in the country somewhere? Like got grandma, Grammy, and grandpappy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love their craft room.
Look, there is a lot of crocheting and so many puzzles you can do.
Your grandpappy does a fantastic sweater.
He really does. I feel like my grandmother's probably into something really weird like taxidermy. You know, it's like the weird squirrels.
She likes to go hunting and like make sure she keeps those prizes.
But then they're all dressed in outfits.
Yeah, they're all very
that
cute,
are made by
it's
grandpappy.
Like, it tells a story.
Oh, they have a hobby together.
A taxidermy dressed up squirrel hobby.
There's just so many Elvis squirrels.
Oh my god.
Every era of Elvis. I'll just be like, okay, get out of there. Because no one works there. That's bad. I have a lot of government officials swarming my current house. So here. And I'll send them my grandparents. I'm like, they don't like my dad anyway, you know, they probably won't tell. They think my mom could have done so much better. You know, they're those kind of grandparents.
Perry responds, great. See you there. Smiley face. Not the emoji, just like a sideways smiley face.
All in parentheses.
Yeah.
2 onions.
2 onions. Don't get me emotional about 2 onions. I swear to God, Bobby. I'll cry over 2 onions. And I'm gonna turn to Iggy. I'm gonna be like, I have a fantastic idea. And I'm gonna rush out of the building and I'm gonna immediately turn into I turned into a car before, but can I turn into like a moped? Like a cool
because
moped?
like your car limits is like a smart car, so a moped is within your limits.
Yeah.
Can I be your engine?
I was gonna say you can ride the moped.
Oh. A robot on a robot. Ha ha.
You can be
Like
the
a
engine.
horse riding a horse.
It's like Ratatouille.
Little one, you are wise. I climb on.
Pop culture reference detected.
I understand that reference.
All right. So
Anyone can
with
cook.
all of this going
Anyone
on,
can cook.
Rachel explained 2 onions is from Weird Web.
Thank you.
Oh
It
yeah.
has to do with Merle. He
It's sexting.
didn't know how sexting and emojis worked. So like he sent an eggplant and then he sent 2 onions.
Oh.
I mean, they're vaguely titty shaped.
Yeah. I think he nailed it.
But
I mean, I'm sure he did.
Cake Boss.
Cake Boss.
So this is worth noting that the person who could have easily had an in to tie into all this government stuff, but went, no, fuck you, GM. Luckily also has knows Norm. And is like aware of who Norm is and like was kind of friends with Norm, which means Lavender, you're also going to see like this alert of wanted suspect in Nova City bombing, and it's Norm. And you also know the feds wanted to control the Supers project.
Don't like that. I don't have.
I've also been texting Lavender, like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what
Yeah.
the fuck. I don't think I've texted about Norm yet, but
Okay, I'm gonna message back. Yeah, government asked me to run their stupid program, and I'm not gonna be the government's bitch.
get
the fuck's
an
going on
email
with-
or a text immediately back with my grandparents' address.
What's going on with Norm? I'm
Arrows pointing up to that.
okay. I'm on my way.
I just imagined Lavender arriving and like Perry and this new robot lounging on Grandma's couch with like the hatch open and Norm still inside. Iggy.
By the way, what is the picture they're using for Norm?
His photo
His
ID
Best
from
Buy
Best Buy.
and photo ID. Yeah.
I thought it was
question.
maybe like a fun one of him at the beach, but no, that tracks.
No, it's a
I
good,
guess-
solid, straight on photo.
Oh, Wiz, would you have told me anyone else was there?
Yeah. I feel like she's trying to
Okay,
text
that
very
just depends how I
sneakily
show
because
up.
yeah, because just knowing the situation here, and it's just like
I don't think that Perry
Government.
has told Wiz that
No,
Iggy
I have
is
no
there.
I have
idea.
No.
I have not.
No.
No.
No one's prepared for Iggy.
Nope. I'm just like Perry and Norm meeting there. Government at my house. Me and Rhea headed to Grandma's. Grammy's. Granny. I'll come up with a good name. Yeah, I think it's Grammy.
Grammy Adelaide.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I will head out there then.
All right. Anyone else need to get anything done or have any scenes before the group finally starts gathering?
Hey, Clementine.
Uh-huh.
What are you planning on working for them, even if you're not the big boss?
Oh, no. I mean, look, my gut reaction is hell no. And you know, we joked about the lawyer thing and all of that sort of stuff, but like, I don't know what else I'd really do. So we have to figure out something.
I mean, between you learning the law book, the bar book, what I don't know what the fuck it's called, the book that they have to study to take the bar. You could memorize it like that show. That one show, I think it's called Suits. Is it called Suits? Where the guy just memorizes that entire book and isn't a lawyer, but is a lawyer somehow.
That's a good idea. I feel like Wiz disappears for like 30 seconds and comes back with like a bunch of law texts from like a library or school
I have been
somewhere.
seeing those freaking things on my TikTok so much that I literally know like the entire plot of Suits now, and I'm just like, I don't understand what's happening half the time. But then like I could be the face possibly and like help make sure that like you're the one that says the laws and plans everything, so I know what I'm saying, and then I'm the one that says it in a passionate and slightly manipulative way to get people to listen. Yeah, because you got to say things in a different way depending on who you're talking to.
I mean, that is much better than my idea, which did not involve you knowing how to talk to people. I was already starting to stress about how I was going to convince things.
To be fair, I think the government forgot that too, so that's fine.
Look, you do one good interview on Kimmel and they forget that I am a blumbering idiot half the time. That was a good interview.
It's fine. Honestly, I'm pretty sure your dad doesn't. He just wants the spotlight on you either way.
Yeah, I mean, since this all got going, he's been waiting for me to go solo, so. And now if I could go solo and be in the government's pocket, God bless America, Lord.
You're not allowed to go solo. I'm just saying that right now. Like, I will hunt you down and find you. I know you run real fast, but I know where your hiding places are.
It is terrifying and very true, but I don't know.
In a very nice, loving way. I just like
roll for horniness.
Yeah, was just like, oh, feelings.
But it's that thing. It's a tingly feeling again. I don't understand.
That's so weird. Well,
she like grabs. She like just like grabs you. I'm like, just promise me you're not gonna leave.
No, I would never. I mean, these last 6 months have been very weird, just not having all of us together. But I mean, Conduit's kind of been doing her own thing, but at least you know.
Wait, you can reach Conduit?
We've consistent. Yeah, we were doing some, and then just whatever random escapades we were doing before she started like really pulling away.
I just tried texting her and wasn't able to get through.
Well, I mean, since it's government stuff, I'm sure we won't be able to, but pre that.
Oh, okay.
Like literally before 6 hours ago when her phone got taken away, like. But yeah. Anyway. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it.
You make it interesting, and farm life isn't as bad as I thought it would be. At first I thought it was gonna be real shitty, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
We're having this conversation as we've walked into my grandparents' backyard, and there's so many weird taxidermied animals. There's like a family of like raccoons. Yeah, it's normal.
I think Ray has been here before, so she's like not even blinking an eye.
We're gonna add a very weirdly specific that your grandmother and granddad use animals to recreate entire sitcom families.
Yes. I was gonna say the exact fucking same thing.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
All I'm saying is that like it made it possible to get through these last 6 months. Because I think if I was still in the city, we know what would have happened.
Yeah.
As this is happening, you hear tires squealing as a moped is pulling into the front driveway.
And a tin can is sitting in the seat.
Huh.
Hello.
You're not Perry. I thought Perry had growth. Hi.
You're muted.
I'm aware that I'm muted, fuckers.
You are spicy tonight.
Sorry, I don't know where that came from. I was angry at myself and I took it on you, and I apologize. I'm gonna turn back into not a moped and just be like, I'm Perry.
Oh, hey, Perry.
My name is Iggy Tober. I don't think I
Iggy.
told you that, Perry.
No, but it's nice to know.
I run up and give Perry a hug, as like painful as it probably is for Wiz to hug metal.
Aw.
It's nice to meet you,
A
Iggy.
robotic hand on your back.
Oh, and this is
It's probably
Norm.
like one of those massage guns. I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's
Oh yeah.
I open my body and then Norman tumbles out.
Oh, fuck,
catch
Norm.
him. Oh
Hey,
my.
what is happening?
Uh-huh.
Norm is in trouble.
I was
Because-
making bagel bites.
It's not the
Oh,
bagel bites
no.
fault. I want you to know that nothing was wrong with the bagel bites, Norm. You make amazing bagel bites. I
You
assume.
really do.
I've never had them. Neither has Iggy, but I assume that they're great. So basically, the government considers me property, which is not that interesting to me personally or upsetting. What is upsetting is that I've been staying with Norm for the past 6 months, and I think he's being he has a warrant out for his arrest because of that, because he has been technically harboring like a piece of Archer technology, and is now on the run with it, even though I am the one that's on the run with him.
You're on. I just start reading my fucking law so fast, like, oh god. All right, well, maybe we can argue something about how, because your circuits, your brain is from a real person, so
Robots
therefore you're thinking
are
and you're
people.
yeah, you're not just a bunch of. I mean, you are the algorithm, but you're not just a bunch of algorithms. That could be a way we could go with it, where you're not property, and then you may be in trouble for kidnapping, though, because I don't really know how to get. I'm gonna keep reading.
He did come willingly.
He was tased.
Oh,
They tased him?
Yes, that may have been my fault.
I love how no one immediately assumed it was Perry that tased him.
Perry would not do that.
I think the best of everybody. What are you talking
I
about?
love Norm.
I mean, assuming that Perry's been living with Norm for the last 6 months, my first thought was not that they hate each other.
Oh, I didn't say
I
on
mean-
purpose.
yeah.
Though I have in the past.
They should be used to it by now.
I probably pull in about this time.
Yeah. What are you pulling in? Like, how are you getting out here?
She got a ride from her boyfriend.
I probably that.
So it's a motorcycle.
Oh, it's way cooler than the one Perry was.
Dang it. Why can't you
Disguised as.
take your normal car so I can possibly recognize it? God damn it.
Because I made that mistake once.
It's this like tricked out custom green motorcycle with like black details that looks almost like an extension of his suit.
Is he driving it? Like, did he drive you here, or do you just have it? He brought it.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at one of these days. We're racing.
I need a better motorcycle.
Get on it.
And he
I found it.
he like fishtails and then
How
shoots him.
did you get hold of Conduit? Like, I literally tried less than like 20 minutes
Also,
ago.
this isn't Conduit's costume. Worth noting for everyone. Totally new outfit. Fully masked. Also,
I
are you
don't
going to
think
inform them
that's
what you're
possible.
going by now? Since legally you
Yeah,
can't
say
be Conduit.
would we have possibly, if I've now gotten news alerts about Norm seeing this like speech too?
Yeah, you could have. You definitely could have, because you're with.
Yeah. I'll just kind of show it to everyone, but in Raya's direction, just hoping that's gonna be enough of an answer. Of like, she's on social media without actually saying anything or
Because
actually
that's gonna
lying.
help Showstoppers
That
inferiority.
explains
She
me
is.
not like sending her a text.
Conduit,
course.
I don't think is in full costume right now, but she's in like a leather jacket with like these like skinny biker jeans and like a black tank, and she kind of has like an N95 on like right now just to kind of like have herself covered, but not as
You know what?
stifling.
We know it's been a while because they said by the end of the
Aviators.
month. So you probably gave yours up like a few weeks ago by now. Would you have accepted a gift from Rob of a new mask?
Oh yeah, I love gifts.
Because remember,
love
Rob
gifts.
has access to tech.
Yeah, I'll take
Like
it.
not archer level tech, but Rob has like grappling hook arrows and stuff. So you can have an actual like new mask.
Yeah, I
It's
probably
not
have one of those.
holographic or anything. It's not a hologram. But
It the holographic one busted just as easy as the fake one, so you know it's good. It's good. I'll definitely take the gift. But
It's just a black and KN95 mask.
So it's
Made out of metal.
so we
yeah,
don't know
it's like a
conduit
carbon.
then.
It's like a carbon fiber one
Yes.
with like custom molding and stuff.
Very cool.
We don't know it's conduit, but we know it's the hood guy. Hoodlum.
oh,
But
sorry.
I
yes,
assume we could put two and two together.
they made me turn in all my crap. So hi.
I think I'm
Hello.
the last remaining crap.
Yeah.
You
Little
aren't
one.
crap.
You are not crap.
Or not. And what?
I mean, yeah, not
Hello.
crap.
Oh,
My name is Iggy Tober.
hi.
This is Norm.
I know Norm. I know Norm.
I just wanted to point him out.
I feel like at this point I am helping Norm up and taking him in to introduce him to my grandparents so they can just baby him for a bit, you know, like be
Aw.
really happy they have a guest and can just like do the Southern hospitality on him. And I will be like, Grammy, Grandpa, this is secret because my stepdaddy don't know about any of this and he needs to keep it that way. And I know y'all love keeping secrets from him. So
Funny because it's so true.
What are so what are you going by now?
I think right now relay.
That's fun.
Not because I'm just because I'm curious. Is the social media thing going to be like a new thing that you do, or
Until supers can live peacefully right
Okay.
now, but
Oh, so it's your new career.
I'm thinking about being a lawyer.
So
I would
showstopper.
like to be a hero.
You have
Yeah.
no conditions, right?
I don't.
Roll
I would assume
2d6.
I assume they all go away anyway after
yeah.
6
In
months.
the 6 months they're gone. But roll 2d6.
9.
9. All
Are you
right.
giving a powerful blow?
Oh yeah. Look, I was gonna do it when they offered team leader to Wiz right in front of Showstopper, but Rhea was being like real cool with it and stuff. So I'm like, oh, that's not. But very obviously, no, this one hit. We're playing Battleship, and I finally hit. So, do you want to lash out verbally or take 2 conditions?
Oh, God damn it.
I can take it. It's okay.
It has to be someone that she has influence over.
I say, I feel like
She
I'm like
does
really
not
feeling
have
the
She does have
tension
influence
too.
over me.
Oh, does she? Okay.
I do, yeah.
All right. It just didn't.
I feel like
feel
I'm
that
really
way.
feeling the tension too, though, and I will
Robert.
like do a little like hand squeeze to Rhea, like.
I think that like we'll make it shorter. Like it'll be like midway and she'll like freeze for a second and like blush a smidge and then calm herself down. But she just is like, so you just step out, and then go in to the thing that I was doing and now I'm not doing, and the government doesn't even want me as a team leader, and fucking hate. Why did I become a superhero? Why is superhero stupid? Being a superhero is fucking stupid. The government is stupid. Everything is stupid.
One of those is definitely true.
I definitely think this is going to qualify as guilty. But it is your choice on which condition Relay takes.
I'm angry. I'm fucking
this is
pissed.
gonna be juicier.
Angry is fine. Like,
can I take like a side one because I got the little snide comment of being team leader too? I'm like, oh, okay.
No, it wasn't a comment towards you. It's the comment that they ignored her completely and didn't even acknowledge that her existence was there.
Yeah, that was on purpose.
I'm sorry. I left because that's not really what I saw 6 months ago. I saw everyone leaving me at the tarmac after seeing that Penn was just a hologram and was left in the town that blew up, and my friend was kidnapped. So no, I don't really think I was the one that left. I'm the one trying to pick up the pieces, and this is how I saw to easily pick it up. And I'm glad that you're having fun out on the farm. I am, but there's people having real problems in the town right now on the precipice of having their rights taken away. You're probably not going to get touched by it because you have enough of a social media following. But the people out there that I see every day, they are.
That's a little presumptuous, Conduit. I don't think we need to go through any of this right now. We are all dealing with our own problems in our own ways, and a lot of shit has happened in the last 6 months. And right now, we need to be a team and not being catty towards each other. All right, now let's go inside and have some of my grandma's tea, and let's talk about how we are going to save the situation.
Ray is about to start talking,
and I just point and just stare at the door and like point.
Iggy, this is what being a hero is like.
Are they? Iggy was about to lean over to Perry and be like, "Is this what it's always like?"
This is what being a hero is.
And with that, we're gonna like pan and see everybody like reluctantly going in, unless you want to clear that anger by running from something difficult. Relay. Then we're gonna have everybody go in.
Is Hoodlum still here?
No, I said Hoodlum fishtailed.
Oh, yeah, Hoodlum left. Hoodlum
that's right.
Angry
Sorry.
is hurt someone or break something.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at afraid.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll go in.
Don't destroy the squirrel dioramas.
I'm not destroying the squirrel dioramas. No,
the Malcolm
I'm
in the middle one has a spitting Bryan Cranston.
Do you need something to break? I get put back together very easily.
No, Iggy, I'm sorry.
It's just like harsh whispering.
You should not be apologizing, at least not to me.
All right.
You're a good person, Iggy.
Have lashed out, but she did do it first, and she does it a lot.
We're working on that. Right? I have breathing, counting. We're working on it.
But with that, as you guys are working on it, we kind of pull back, like we see a shot through the window of like the dining room, everybody's coming in. These two grandparents are there giving drinks and stuff. It kind of pulls back to show like, look, you all have issues, but the family's getting back together. It's all about family. We're fast and furious. But we officially end the episode, but there's one last scene as it's late at night, like people have passed out, like everybody ate Grammy's food, knocked out and everything, when Iggy gets a blinking light on like her arm. I assume you're going to step out of the house, like into the backyard.
Yeah, definitely.
As our view shifts, Iggy's eyes flash aglow, and we see more of a view like inside Iron Man's helmet type situation, where a holographic screen pulls up of Ziva, but she's like scarred with several implants. Is everything going according to plan?
Yes. Targets have been acquired.
As we see a horribly burned and somewhat disfigured Penumbra face responding. And that is where we end this issue, the Big Gay Mask Game.
You dick.
We'll be back next week.
We need to get off the air so all my friends